His Royal Highness the Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa received at Gudaibiya Palace today Speaker of the Representatives Council Ahmed Al Mullah, Speaker of the Shura Council Ali Al Salah and a number of MPs in the presence of former Representative Speaker Khalifa Al Dahrani. The Prime Minister highlighted Bahrain's pride in its heritage, which has been established by the people of Bahrain, stressing the importance of preserving customs and traditions and committing to the teachings of Islam in the face of growing challenges that aim to harm the unity of societies and threaten their security and stability. He added that ongoing developments require further progress for the country and the people, commending the determination of the people towards Bahrain's success. His Royal Highness expressed satisfaction with the existing cooperation between the legislative and executive branches, saying that the legislative authority is an effective element in supporting all development efforts adopted by the government. He praised the stances of the representatives and Shura councils towards all local and international issues and confirmed the necessity of enhancing cooperation amongst Gulf Cooperation Council countries in line with their shared destiny, political, economic and social bonds. His Royal Highness the Prime Minister, Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, chaired the weekly cabinet meeting today at Gudaibiya Palace. The cabinet condemned the terrorist attack in the Saudi Arabian cities of Medina and Qatif and affirmed its support to Saudi Arabia regarding all measures taken to maintain its security and stability. It also hailed Saudi Arabia's numerous efforts in combating terrorism. The cabinet then hailed Kuwait's preemptive operations regarding the foiling of multiple terror plots. His Royal Highness the Prime Minister called on the importance of intensifying efforts in order to combat terrorism, which aims to target the security and stability of the region, and affirmed that such terrorist incidents will only increase the kingdom's determination to fight terrorism. His Royal Highness then directed to take all the necessary procedures regarding the dumping of garbage and waste treatment in the northern and southern governorates and to take legal procedures against perpetrators. The Minister of Works, Municipal Affairs and Urban Planning briefed the attendees with the Ministry's report regarding its plans to solve the problem as soon as possible. His Royal Highness the Prime Minister directed the Minister of Housing to meet the requirements of Kazakhstan and Demistan citizens through implementing a number of housing projects and directed the Minister of Housing to visit the two villages to explore the needs and requirements of the citizens. A number of topics were discussed during the meeting. The Cabinet discussed a number of options that would accelerate implementing housing applications in order to reduce the number of housing waiting lists. The Cabinet approved a request of establishing a GCC refining union in Bahrain, aiming at facilitating communication between industrial, educational and investment institutions. Finally, the Cabinet reviewed 7 suggestions of the Legislative Authority. The Kingdom of Bahrain was officially crowned through Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa Mixed Martial Arts Team, that's KHK MMA, with the bronze medal in the closing ceremony of the 3rd edition of the World Amateur Championships for Mixed Martial Arts. First Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, founder of KHK MMA, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, highly praised and congratulated His Majesty the King on this occasion, stressing that this achievement confirms the support of His Majesty to the youth and sports sector. He said it also strongly reflected on the development of this vital sector and contributed to the strong presence of the Kingdom in various MMA participations and celebrations. Bahrain made this historic achievement in the amateur world of MMA after Bahraini fighter Fahad Abdulrazak won 3rd place in 57 kilograms category in the championships organised by the IMMAF in cooperation with the Ultimate Fighting Championship UFC from July the 5th to the 10th. This result has made Bahrain the first Gulf state and second Arab country to achieve this feat in the World Sports Gathering. Sheikh Khalid congratulated the representative of His Majesty the King for Charity Works and Youth Affairs, Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, President of Bahrain Olympics Committee, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, on Bahrain's achievement. His Highness praised the strong display and performance of Bahrain's fighters, what they showed, and commended the efforts of the technical and administrative members of the team in preparation for the championship. The President of Arab Regional Centre for World Heritage, Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, participated in the 40th World Heritage Committee session in Istanbul, Turkey. Sheikh Ahmed affirmed the importance of the Kingdom's presence in such meetings in order to participate in preserving World Heritage sites in the Arab world. She also highlighted the necessity of shedding light on Arab natural heritage sites and added that Arab natural heritage sites need to be maintained and preserved, especially during the current situation in some Arab countries. Eid al-Fitr is one of the most important occasions on Bahrain's tourism calendar, and so is one of the busiest times of the year for the hospitality sector. Danielle De Porto found out how this relates to Bahrain's tourism strategy.
Bahrain is a popular destination for intra-GCC travel. In fact, Manama has been declared this year's capital of Gulf tourism, and Eid al-Fitr is a particularly busy time for the entire tourism and hospitality sector. This sector is a significant and growing source of national income, so it bodes well for the economy that indicators point to tourism during this Eid holiday being up from last year.
The numbers look like it's doing better, and the good news is that the hotels are fully booked. Many of the hotels are fully booked, so this makes us happy. When it's fully booked, things are busy, people are here, so we create such events to get people busy and enjoy it.
An influx of visitors, plus Bahrain residents having time off during Eid, means a boon to local hotels and restaurants, as well as increased demand for special entertainment and events, which cater to all age groups. The official Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority, BTEA, has organised a major 10-day Snow in Summer event at the exhibition centre, and increasingly the private sector is realising a variety of ways to take advantage of this holiday period.
People have realised that the Eid time is a very important time where people come in from all over the GCC. So you've got a lot of tourists, you've got a lot of visitors. Yes, I mean, there are people who travel abroad, but there's still a large portion of the community that stays here, and they need events organized for them. And I think that this has been catching up. Many different organizations, authorities, and so on and so forth have been trying to promote these types of events.
Earlier this year, Bahrain launched its latest tourism strategy, with one of the major prongs being to target families from around the region. An occasion such as Eid al-Fitr is therefore one of the most important times on the annual calendar for the BTEA, as well as for local families.
It's all about the family tourism, making sure the whole family is having fun, from the young kids all the way to the adults. Our target market is mostly the GCC, and targeting Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and all the other countries. However, that doesn't mean that we're not going to target people from Bahrain as well, because they're even so important for us.
With warm wishes of Eid Mubarak to all our viewers, for Bahrain Television, I'm Danielle de Porto.